sometimes you gotta take the law in your own hands. You gotta.
I'm done, man. I don't want to mess with you, man.
What you want? You gotta protect it.
Don't. My money just.
Protect it.
Oh, cry! Oh, that's wait a minute. That's not real. That's not real.
As far as you know.
Sure.
Welcome everybody to a brand new movie review where we talk about Death Wish. And sometimes, man, sometimes. Oh yeah. We'll put this away for the moment.
You feel bigger, as they say.
Well, it was already bigger as it is. It's going. Oh, baby. Makes it even better.
Right. 5 more inches on you.
So this is a remake of
the original
Death Wish, 1970.
A series of Death Wishes.
5 Death Wish films, to be exact.
I don't remember. I remember a few of them toward the end being just like
they became
getting ridiculous.
They became comic, not comical, I guess.
Actually, around that.
Okay.
I don't remember. It's been a while.
All right.
Because I've seen them on TV, but they were like.
Well, I mean, this is the remake to that, and of course, the original had Charles Bronson in it. Of course, all of them had Charles Bronson in it. And, I mean, he had a great cast. You had him. Who else? You had,
Jeff Goldblum.
Yes.
In the most greatest role in his life.
Nothing tops that?
Well, some come close, but no.
Now, what was like the...
Well, he plays, from the original Death Wish, he plays the 3 guys that do the home invasion.
Okay.
And, again, it's been a while since I've seen it. I don't know who gets raped, the mother or the daughter, but the mother dies, and Jeff Goldblum, when he says, "I kill rich cunts," which is the way he says it.
Yeah.
Is
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And as I told you. Yes. Toward the end, I believe a first appearance of Denzel Washington.
Do you think that's his first on-screen?
I believe it is.
Wow, for Death Wish.
For the very original Death Wish, Denzel Washington.
That's crazy.
He plays a street thug criminal-ish
guy.
So,
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, this is a movie I've been anticipating. This movie was actually supposed to come out, I believe, November, December of last year, and they pushed it back to now in March. I don't know why. I think they had to I think it was a distributor change or something like that. But we're here now. I mean, where do you want to start with Death Wish?
The remake.
The remake, 2018.
Yeah. But with certain recent events, this gets a little bit touch and go here.
It is tough. So this is going to be tough to sort of navigate.
And now I'm wondering how many people would want to see this type of film about a vigilante who takes his law in his own hands.
Yes.
With with the shootings and all
and so everything like that. Yeah.
So people. But so yeah, there was that. Being said that, I felt this film was okay.
Well, I'm going to say that, it's a movie that I think is interesting to talk about because you have a lot of people who, to be honest with you, nowadays, cops and everything, do they really get the job done?
Well, again, this is a movie.
This is a movie, but...
it's not, and basically, okay, in the original, Charles Bronson is just a guy in a coat and I forgot what type of handgun he uses. I don't know, it matters. Yeah. But he finds criminals. I don't think the original he ever finds the criminals who actually did it to his family.
Okay.
I don't believe so. I think that remains like an unsolved mystery, an unsolved crime.
Okay,
they're at large. Any criminal he sees, one tries to rob him, he'll shoot him, boom. He sees people doing bad things, he shoots them, whatever. It's been a while.
Fucking shoot him.
But in this one, he's hunting down the people who killed his family,
Yes.
or killed his wife
and hurt his daughter.
Right.
Yeah.
But his daughter, spoilers, jumped out the window and injured herself. But the criminals led to that.
Yes.
But the one thing I'd say about the cops again, this is, and not, the cops are like, we have a hard time with these leads because, it seems like these are professional criminals. Yes. And they're not dumb either.
No, they're not dumb, and they know what they're doing.
Right. So here we are. Bruce Willis's character is different from Charles Bronson's character because he has a hoodie anywhere he goes.
Yes, he has a hoodie.
Which I'm wondering, you think that how televised this is? I mean, news stations are reporting this around the country.
Yes.
About this hooded vigilante, the Grim Reaper's coming out. You think a guy walking the streets with a hoodie would cause some, I don't know, alarm. Like, hey, isn't that the Grim Reaper over there walking? Hey, sir. You think, I thought maybe interesting.
Well,
and the cops are like, oh, I don't know where this person is. I don't know what's going on.
Let's be honest here. Number one, a part of me thought like, this could have all been avoided if you have something called a home security system.
Actually, just not just that. Just have a house that has a little bit more. Then you can just take a knife and undo a latch.
Yes.
Be a little bit more secure house.
Home
security, this and that.
Yeah, stuff like that.
But yeah, there's that too.
Yeah, there's that. But then again, you never know if they're going to actually get in the house anyways with the home security system. You never really know. I like the idea of this guy Bruce Willis plays, this doctor, and the family is actually very well-adjusted family, very nice, or sort of
kind of like the original.
Yes, and basically his world gets torn apart because of what happens, and he can't sleep. He's thinking about these people that are still on the streets and people in general that just is like crime-ridden area that, God, nothing's being done.
Well, in all fairness, they glorified that a lot. I mean, when I hear like, this week 25 people got shot. Well, that's movie land. See, even the most
you don't think that happens?
Well, I think it happens, but not within a week. That's an epidemic. Holy crap. Okay. The world they're living in, oh my God, every week there seems to be 25 people getting shot. I say that's a pretty...
That's pretty bad.
That would add up with another year. I mean, even I don't know,
well,
a severe crime, or like I would say like Detroit, or even places down south, even they don't have the shooting rate of that.
Okay.
So sure, it is. They do ramp it up to make you go, ooh.
Well, that's true. I mean,
they do amp it up, but let's set aside that.
Sure.
Which it's, I when I heard like, 5 more people got shot this hour, I'm like, all right. And you're like,
well,
and then the cops are like, we don't know what to do. No, but there is a line in the film that I actually it's true. It's like when the detective says it.
Sure.
A detective says, a guy went into a club to shoot one person. He shot 14 people, like 5 or whatever dead, and no one sees anything.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's what happens when you don't tell the cops what happened. Guess what? These people get away with murder.
Yes.
Which was, I think, I felt that should have been more of a lesson in the film, more than just going down.
Well, it's Death Wish. I mean, come on.
True.
I will say this. I think Bruce Willis does a great job in this movie.
I have to admit, the only thing I thought was corny.
Okay.
Actually, a few things I thought was corny.
Sure.
But the criminals, like especially at the end, going, he's in the hospital in the elevator. I'm like, he's hamming it up like, yeah, how are you? You're going to leave here. I'm like, what the fuck? What criminal?
You're gonna leave.
Like, or maybe it was just like,
Yes.
you would kind of keep that quiet.
I'll see you next time.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, fine.
You know, like that. Like I said, I think Bruce Willis does a really good job in this movie.
I think performances all the way around
is
were pretty
good. Elizabeth Shue, of course, plays his wife, does a great job in it. Vincent D'Onofrio plays his brother.
Kingpin. I thought this should have been a side movie with Kingpin. He should have been the Kingpin, and then he uses underworld connections to hunt down people who hurt his friend. That would have been
cool. That would have been cool. I liked him in it. I thought the gore and the blood was impressive. I liked that.
Yeah.
When they showed it, I thought it was good. Whether the headshots or the blood splattering, they didn't
tone it down,
which I thought was good too. And I will say this movie is directed by Eli Roth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna get into a bit of a thing here. I love Cabin Fever.
Yes,
I love Hostel. Boy, I do not like Hostel Part 2. I think Green Inferno is just okay, and that other one he did, Knock Knock, is god awful. I hate that movie so much with a passion.
Haven't seen it.
So I'm like, okay, what is Eli Roth gonna do with this movie? Especially when this movie was originally supposed to be directed by Joe Carnahan.
I don't know.
Who did The Grey and Smoking Aces and all those movies. And I thought, God, that would have been amazing. Eli Roth still did a good job with this movie, I thought.
I thought it was a good... I mean, there wasn't... Yes, there are... If you put side-by-side similarities, there are some differences, but is it word for word? No.
No.
It's not a word for word.
It's not word for word. And they updated it for modern times.
Yeah, but that's the one thing. It was like, okay, we're going to go to... everyone's commenting on it. And I'm like, well, I don't think that's kind of necessary at all.
Oh, you mean like you mean like the radio hosts and everything like that?
Radio hosts talking about playing the thought of the audience, like different point of views.
Different views.
I thought that was kind of slightly because they kept on doing it over and over again. Maybe like one time. Yeah. Maybe let like maybe in the middle of the film, maybe do it for about I don't know, like 2-3 minutes or so. Yeah. And just that should be like very serious.
Sure.
But other than that, I really didn't think it was necessary.
No, I didn't think it was necessary at all. But it was a nice little touch, and I thought the movie looked good. It looked decent. I thought the performances he got out of the actors were really good. It's well shot. So I mean, he does a good job, and it honestly doesn't even feel like an Eli Roth film to me. I mean, his name couldn't have been on it, and I wouldn't have thought it was directed by him anyways. I mean, it doesn't feel like a film you would think is directed by him.
There's a few moments I thought, there's Eli Roth.
Maybe some of the comedy moments.
No, not even that, but there was a few things. I'm trying to pin it together. But,
maybe, but
otherwise, I thought this was at least a decent to a much better film that I was expecting. I was not expecting high expectations.
You were expecting low.
Well, I was like, oh boy, it's going to be a word for word.
Yes.
They just put Bruce Willis in this.
Yes.
Which automatically gives it credibility because he has the credibility. Like you got Die Hard series.
Die Hard 2, Die Hard. Yeah. You got all the Die Hard.
You got all the Die Hards. Most of his roles have usually been kind of a tough guy type role, and so he's got that going for it.
Yes.
But I just find it slightly unrealistic that here's a guy with a hoodie, and yet everyone says there's a guy in the hoodie who's shooting people, and then when he's going to public places, everyone seems to when he's at the club, he's the only one in a hoodie.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? What the fudge is going on? Yeah, he's the only one in the hoodie.
Yes.
And he's like,
yeah,
and everyone else is in their party dresses and they're styling, profiling, and yet no one notices him at all. Oh, he kept his head down. It doesn't matter. He's wearing a hoodie, and you're in a city where there's a vigilante in a hoodie shooting at it.
Hoodies are coming back in style.
Oh,
especially at the club. What am I at the club?
The only person in the club wearing a hoodie.
You gotta start somewhere. You gotta start somewhere. So
that's where I was like, because the original Death Wish, he looked like
he's pretty much out in the open.
Yeah, he's out. He just looks like an everyday person. He's wearing maybe some nice clothes, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, look, the movie, like I said, it has the message of basically take the law in your hands, protect yourself, protect your family. Cops are stupid, and basically, you know, if you want to solve something, solve it yourself. Is basically the message of this film. And I mean, is it wrong?
Yes, it is wrong.
I mean,
the court of law would say quite differently.
Oh, well, I have my court of law right here. Well, I'm sorry, I can't be serious with this fucking thing. I'm sorry.
Of course you can't be serious. Even if that was real, no.
I know. Look, at the end of the day, though, I think the movie is a pretty good remake. And nowadays, that's saying a lot because there's not a lot of great remakes out there. This is actually one of the better ones to come down the pike for a while.
True.
So,
all right, I'll grant you that.
I appreciated the movie a lot. I thought it was good. And look, I was having moments in the theater where I was like, yeah, kill that motherfucker, kill him.
Yeah, there was a few people in the audience. Yeah, it was like, you know, when the at the end when he gets. First of all, he has an automatic weapon. How did that fuck you? Anyway, somebody kicks it from the drawer and it pops out. And I'm like, how did he get an automatic weapon from? Huh? So anyway, yeah. That came out of nowhere, an automatic weapon.
That's great.
I just was like, okay. But the audience was cheering on.
Was
like,
cheering?
Yeah, all right. I'm like, oh boy, here comes the bloodlust.
Yeah. Like, I loved it.
The only problem I had, the bad guy with the bad guy at the end. Yeah. He has his crew, and they're all like seem to be mercenaries.
Yes.
They'll have like automatic, like not even just regular assault rifle. We're talking military grade assault rifles. Yes. We're not. This is not some.
This is not some home invasion stuff.
This is what they use in Kazakhstan in their 100-year war. And this is like, what the? Why is this guy why is he even caring about one girl when he's like, he has mercenaries? You go, no, you don't call him. He calls you. I was waiting for it's the Spaceballs.
What?
He's like, what was it? He goes like, pizza is coming to get you.
Pizza Hut is coming for you. Oh,
like,
man.
Okay.
Oh, God. That's great.
But some good death scenes in the film.
The good death scenes in the film. The acting is good. I thought that everything, pretty much for the most part, worked in this movie's favor. And again, I think when the light of the times and everything that we're in, this movie is a very interesting sort of like, you know, do we need it? Do we not? Is it too much? I think, you know, look, there's so many movies out there nowadays that are like this, that have been made over the years. What's another one?
Well, really? I think that's the audience's choice.
Yeah, that's the audience's choice.
You can, I mean, no matter what, there's always going to be nice people who want to watch something like this and don't because something happened, a national tragedy happened. Yeah. But I think, I don't think the films are gonna.
No, I don't think so either. I mean,
good or bad, I don't see a problem with it.
Good or bad, no. I mean, and anything else to point out with this wonderful Movie about guns?
about taking justice in your own hands. Let's see. No. I think,
okay. What are your final thoughts and grade rating then on Death Wish, sir?
it was better than what I expected.
Yes.
And I was... It was interesting at times. I was like, okay, but...
Yeah.
My grade rating...
You had to pick a grade rating for Death Wish?
I'm going to say a C-ish.
A C? Sort of just a flat C thing?
Yeah, kind of a C.
Okay. For me, look, I was pleasantly surprised. I wasn't expecting much from the movie, and it kind of, it started out slow, kind of wondering, okay, when is this going to pick up? But once it did, I was like, really, like, I was like, wow, this is really great. I really got into it. It was almost like a wrestling thing, like, kill him, god damn it, kill him. Twist his neck, motherfucker. You know, I
thought it'd be better if a wrestler was being, if The Rock became a vigilante and started doing the people's elbow to the villains.
You know. Overall though, I thought, like I said, Bruce Willis, this has been, I think, one of Bruce Willis's better films in a while. And I thought his acting was really good, very emotional, heartfelt. Yeah. And I thought overall, I thought it was a pretty decent action movie. The gore, I thought, again, Eli Roth did a pretty decent job. Again, I was shocked by that. Overall, though, I would say I would give it probably a low B-.
Okay.
Give it a low B-, and, we'll be in the theaters probably in a couple years seeing Death Wish 2 with Willis. I imagine.
It would be a better movie for Death Wish. Like, he gets frozen. Okay, he gets frozen. He gets frozen, and he wakes up, and better. Even gets better, right? So he's in the future. It's not a utopia.
Okay.
And when he wakes up, there he is. There's Bruce Campbell with a chainsaw.
Oh God. Oh man.
And they gotta fight Deadites.
That's your Death Wish 2.
That's my Death Wish 2.
That's your Death Wish 2. Okay.
It'd be just like the Army of Darkness 3, with the ending what they're supposed to have, but it was too depressing. And Ash just has a chainsaw, but it's not just a regular chainsaw. It's a laser chainsaw, and Bruce Willis next to him, and he hands them the super laser gun, and they just shoot Deadites. They save humanity from Deadites.
Ron is not going to be a part of these movie reviews anymore because I'm gonna shoot this motherfucker right in the face.
Oh, it's because you didn't think of it. It's a great idea.
All right.
How can you say no to that? That is an awesome film. And they have an awesome laser flying pterodactyl that flies them around. Named Bill. Bill. Okay, fine. This fantasy world of Death Wish 2 that will never happen in the world. Fine.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed the movie review. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up. And we will be back next time for another movie review with less guns and stupid-ass plots. Hey there. You really want to say something? Say it. Come on. Say it.
I don't want to. I want to talk to you a little more.
You better.
Just get over there.
See you guys later.